me understand the biggest gripe with Icon and Blue Marvel being all powerful, being a force to be reckoned with, and standing aside and letting racism and apartheid happen in the world. I know there's people who have gripes against that, against those two characters, and I just want to hear your opinion on that, because I'm trying to have an insert character that's going to answer that, and I don't think I quite have it, but per se, but because I'm doing a rough draft right now, but let me get your spill on why Icon and Blue Marvel could be considered sellouts or problematic when it comes to an all-powerful black superhero who did nothing, stood by, and did nothing as these horrible things were happening, against our race.
So there's a lot to unpack with this one. There's a lot of people who really just want to be angry and be mad. But then there's also people that love research. They want to go back and read the books and try to find out the answer. That's not the most popular thing to do, because a lot of people just like to run to YouTube, or they just want somebody to tell them, get on Facebook and see a comment, and okay, I'm going to go with that narrative versus going and actually reading for themselves. We'll start with Icon first. A lot of this was explained in the Icon and Rocket series. There's a claim that Icon just kind of was a slave. He sat around, he didn't do anything. Well, that's false. But again, that's the narrative of the people that just want to be angry. He actually killed Jefferson Davis, who was the head of the Confederate Army, and he did fight back. It took him a little while, but he fought back. We have to also understand this, and this is where the logic comes into place. So black slave population in around 1800, and we know, according to the comics, that he landed in America in 1843. You can give or take anywhere between 6 million and 7 million people. So at first glance, okay, 6 to 7 million people, cool. I'll just fly up into the United States White House Capitol and immediately threaten the president and threaten certain individuals in power and say, if y'all don't stop slavery, you're going to do what? I mean, you can't be every place at once. We definitely know in the Deep South there was probably even more than it's accounted for across the country, but especially in the Deep South, you're not going to be able to save everybody. Also, the word gets out that a superpowered black man gets out, and they're going to start holding women, children, and babies hostages just to make you chill. You also have to recognize that tons of people will get slaughtered just out of spite for you. You being Icon, of course. And whatever they can't do to you, they're going to take out on your people, which is going to drastically reduce the population. You are going to save a lot of people, but a lot of people will die. A lot of people. It is also problematic because he's a conservative. He also followed Abraham Lincoln, who also freed the slaves. And you also got to understand at that time, the Republican Party freed the slaves. Rocket is a liberal, and their relationship, at first was very problematic because they just didn't see eye to eye. And then there's some people. There's always that batch of people that's like, well, he's not really black, he's an alien. Well, the pod that he arrived in, like Superman, but unlike Superman, actually changed his DNA at the cellular level to match that of a black person. So, yeah, he's black. If you put his, blood under a microscope, it's probably going to be some alien stuff in there, but there's going to probably be some Negroid blood in there, too.
I'm half black. Ain't no such thing as half black. When you ever see half chocolate milk? What kind of milk is this? It's half chocolate. Ain't no such thing as half chocolate. It's either chocolate or it ain't.
So he's problematic to a particular set of black people, and I get it. But anyways, let's talk about Blue Marvel. Kind of the same scenario, right? You're the only black person in the world that can do what you do. You're basically America's Superman. I mean, it's the 60s, early 60s. T'Challa's not even a thing. T'Chaka is actually a thing. And he's really subjugated to just really Wakanda. That's it. The Avengers don't exist. The Fantastic Four just got started. So you're that guy. You're that dude for the Marvel Universe, because ain't nobody ain't going to tell Namor what to do. So you can't make him really a full-fledged 100% superhero. He was more of an anti-hero at the time. Bro, it's the freaking 60s. The man that's saving your kittens out of trees, the man that's doing this, that, and the third, and Hulk's not even around. Holt don't even want to show up when he's in there. When he's in that area, Holt make sure he don't come there, bro. Like this was that dude in those days. But it's a black man. Ain't nobody. It's 2024, and people would freak out today if this was the case. Same logic applies with Icon. Same logic applies with Blue Marvel. Yeah, you sit up here and try to fight for civil rights. You try to do anything. There's going to be a dozen. What's going to be millions of, probably a million or so black people that are taken out just off of spirit, just spite. So to save lives, you just go underground. Let's see what the population was in 1962. Well, according to statistics, in 1960, the population was about 18.9 million. You're going to lose a boatload of those people. You got to think about saving lives because you are a superhero. I know some people are like, man, you got to crack some eggs, man. Sometimes you got to crack some. I said, good. That's why you're not a superhero. But hopefully, brother, this answers your question. I think you can suspend belief a little bit, but you also need to be practical. And this makes sense. I wish there was a way for them to just wipe it all out all at once. Obviously, slavery was a horrible choice by America, a horrible choice by humans, period. Yeah, I learned a lot. I had to go back and do a little bit of research. Don't be scared to do research, though, man. We out. Peace.